If you've ever built anything from the ground up, there's always a huge difference between designing it and putting it together for the first time. Going from a blueprint to 3 dimensions is always nerve-wracking. And you're left with the same question. Will this thing actually fly? That's what it was like after we ratified the Constitution and started to build a nation. Every senator, every representative, every judge, every citizen was like a test pilot, putting the Constitution through its paces. As an example, just take a look at what we take for granted today about the presidency. The Constitution made no mention of how many terms a president could serve. But George Washington chose to step down after his 2nd term, setting the precedent. Even the Supreme Court adjusted its course. Congress understood that all laws of the land had to follow the rules laid out in the Constitution, but who would settle disagreements? Like any rule book, it sometimes needed a referee, and the Supreme Court took that on. And although the Constitution never mentioned the idea of opposing political parties, they grew up from the ongoing tension between those who favored a strong national government and those who favored strong individual states. When the parties took shape, the system adapted. A pretty good sign that the structure was both strong and flexible. Perhaps the Constitution's most important test flight came during the presidential election in 1800. It was such a close and bitter race between John Adams and Thomas Jefferson that many wondered whether this new government would break under the stress. But the transition of power was peaceful. Everybody agreed to play by the new rules and had faith that the Constitution pointed the way.